Toyota and Ford. Who's going to come out on top? Ryan, any foreshadowing here? Any kind of looking into your crystal ball? What do you think? What do you expect?
I don't really think we got the battle that we wanted in St. Louis, but today's competitor, meaning Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Fredric Aasbo here in Seattle at Evergreen Speedway, seems more like what we saw towards the end of 2 years ago at Irwindale Speedway. I would like to see that again. The two one more times that we saw where Aasbo was on the verge of a championship and Vaughn Gittin Jr. took him out.
Well, I think it's really going to come down to be honest, a driver beating themselves and making that major mistake. That's the way Vaughn has progressed through the day. Like I said, when he talked to Lorette, he seemed a bit frazzled. He was a little frustrated with the vehicles, and I mean, he trusts his equipment, don't get me wrong, but it seems that now he's just really got it dialed. Freddie and Fredric Aasbo seems cool, calm, collected. Just the posture there between the two drivers. I would say Freddie seems a little bit more calm, but you know what? If Vaughn can harness that energy and then just focus it here on track, he might get the win. Here we go. Vaughn Gittin Jr. will lead. Fredric Aasbo will give chase. Vaughn Gittin Jr., the Monster Energy Ford Mustang, throws it in. The Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra, there it is, focusing that energy, bring it all the way through, locked and loaded. Vaughn with that wide swing into that second outside zone, through the power alley. Goes Vaughn, bigger angle. Aasbo does gain the proximity, but look at Vaughn just hooking up and pulling out of that outer zone. Vaughn Gittin Jr., the best run definitely we've seen from him today, and that is when he needs to get it done, Ryan.
I mean, the car looks extremely well set up, and when was the last time you saw any kind of gap being pulled on Fredric Aasbo? Let's see how deep Vaughn gets into outside zone one. See, the front wheel is nice and high.
No corrections.
He's a little bit lower than you'd like him to be, so Aasbo has an opportunity to make a difference there. He's not all the way up against the wall, but he is still pulling a gap on Aasbo, which means Aasbo got caught sleeping a little bit, or the setup might need to be adjusted to bring a little bit more grip there. Aasbo has been door-to-door with everybody in those sections, those very important sections of the course. Now Aasbo's back on it. Both drivers doing a great job here, but Aasbo comes up a little bit tight on that final outside zone. So there is a window of opportunity here for Vaughn Gittin Jr. We just saw the chase from Fredric Aasbo, slightly uncharacteristic, but now Aasbo's got a chance to do what he's been doing all weekend, which is those really solid, clean lead runs, to see how Vaughn can adapt.
And man, that Vaughn run there was very impressive. But we know Fredric, you know, I'm really surprised Fredric wasn't closer to, Lantain and I are over here chatting, and I mean, what is expected of these drivers is very impressive, and they do deliver. So this is exactly, you know, just a testament to the talent, the builds of the teams, and just overall the equipment, the aftermarket, just overall just Formula Drift and the progression of it is very impressive. So I'm definitely, you know, me personally, I'm proud to be part of this Formula Drift family, and just the overall cars are insane, Ryan. Ryan, you don't agree?
No, I was hearing something come over the comms. I think they were going to take another look at what's happening here on course as we go and pick a few things up. This is what you were talking about, though, right? We have not really seen anything like this. Now, in a normal battle, you would say that's a pretty decent chase, but from what we've come to expect from Fredric Aasbo, it's slightly out of character. Now, Vaughn doesn't get all the way completely to outside zone 3. But he is laying down a solid, clean lead run and leaving open opportunities for Aasbo to chase and close the door. But Aasbo didn't really do it in the way that we typically see it.
All right, so a little bit of track debris there. We cleaned up. Fredric Aasbo's getting the clean air out the nose of that brand new Toyota GR Supra. Spray away there, Vaughn Gittin Jr. You're going to need all that nitrous here to hang with Freddie. The Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra. Both these guys on Nitto tires. Nitto tires guaranteed to get the win. Fredric Aasbo and a tap of the wall there by Freddie. First time I've seen him tap the wall of that Supra, and now coming down into the power alley. Let's see how they transition. Vaughn Gittin Jr. jumps to the side of him. Good proximity there. Let's see how the transition goes down in this final outer zone. Both Freddie and Vaughn Gittin Jr. And one more jump, or are we going to see him go again? Ryan, what warrants the chuckles? Just an awesome battle?
Well, yeah, I mean, that was awesome.
That was sick.
What was surprising to me, and we probably won't see this on the replay, but Vaughn was not really anxious to get out of the gate, and that tells me that he thinks his car has got a little bit more speed than Aasbo's. Now, he wasn't completely door-to-door on the bank, but he kept the proximity pretty tight here. Aasbo, great job on outside zones 2 and 3, but Vaughn matching that angle, closing the door on inside flip number 1. Good flick back around from Aasbo, but here comes Vaughn, follows him deep into outside zone 4, which Aasbo did not do.
That was really, really good. I mean, watch Aasbo tap it. You see the trunk get affected.
I think
there.
Vaughn may have tapped it too.
Yeah, look. I mean, talk about chasing. You know, hey, you tap? All right, I'll tap too. Like little toe tap, little clip snap. As we bring it into that power alley, really well done. Look at maxing out that angle is Freddie. Like you said, Freddie did get out to that third outside zone, but watch Vaughn Gittin Jr. just massage the back end of that Mustang there. That was really well done, and you didn't see a lot of handbrake in order to do that. So that side bite really got him there, and those Nitto tires hooked up to just get him where he needed to be, Ryan. We'll see. Let's check out the BC Racing side-by-side instant replay here. Do you guys think we have a winner? What's going on in the chat? Let us know. Who do you think won? Is it Vaughn Gittin Jr. or Fredric Aasbo? As we're waiting for the side-by-side there, Matt Sopa on the rope, keeping it clean down there. Remember, tomorrow, tune in, round 4, the Formula Drift Pro Championship. After this, we'll be giving away the trophies down on the podium. Michael Essa grabbing 3rd spot. Here's our BC Racing side-by-side instant replay.
So let's take a look at Aasbo up on the right. Lead runs. In terms of depthness to the wall or proximity to the wall, seem pretty similar. Vaughn on outside zones 2 and 3, pretty good there in his lead run. Proximity a little bit more apparent there from Vaughn on the last section of the course going into outside zone 4. And man, they are going so fast. It's actually hard to move your eyes backward, back and forth.
I let one eye go lazy and I just look at that right, and then this
kind of do that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dual processing.
Yeah.
Well, if we do have a winner, you know that we will bring all 3 cars down in front of the empty grandstands and produce.
Not empty. We got friends and family and some staff, but obviously
we got 60 people here.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody's watching online and waiting for them to input their scores and the verdict. Do you guys think we have a winner, or are we going one more time? Oh, and we have a winner. We have a winner. We'll bring them here in front of the grandstands. We'll bring our 3 drivers. Pretty insane driving. What the Farouk. We'll see you tomorrow here at round 4. Seen a lot of these drivers hanging out, watching, spectating, and cheering on their friends or their enemies. Amy Bakshis, Odie's wife and spotter, cheering them on. Got the Hughes, mom and dad. Dayton do a backflip. And it is not unanimous, is what we are hearing. Not unanimous. Oh. All right, we are bringing those 2 vehicles. It ended up being a dry day here. Larry Chen grabbing the shots as we bring these 2 former champions out here on track. Some celebratory donuts from these 2 gentlemen. Congratulations to these 2 drivers, these 2 former champs, and it's an all former champ podium. All right, we'll bring him up. And again, make some noise for him. 3rd place here at round 3. 3rd place at round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Piloting the FCP Euro Liqui Moly BMW on Achilles tires. Make some noise for Michael Essa. All right, and now your winner here at round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Make some noise for both drivers as they step outside of their vehicle. Make some noise for Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Fredric Aasbo. All right, your winner here. Overall, again, a former champ. Your winner on Nitto tires. sponsored by an energy drink company. And they're here in the building. Your winner here at round 3 of the Formula Drift Championship. It was not unanimous. One of the judges went one more time, and the other 2 chose. As we slide them over, you'll see anytime. One more time from Chris Yule. Ryan Lontaine says Vaughn Gittin Jr. and the winner of round 3 is Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win here at round 3 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win. That means second place goes to the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota Racing GR Supra of Fredric, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo. Second place for Fredric Aasbo here at round 3 of the FD Championship. Lorette Nickel, I'm throwing it down to you. What does Vaughn Gittin Jr. have to say other than, woo?
Well, Vaughn told us that he was super frustrated with his results in St. Louis. Vaughn, it feels like this was really redemptive and a really emotional moment for you right now. What are you processing?
I just miss my family. I've been on the road for 10 days, running hard. I miss my wife, I miss my boy, and I'm just so grateful for this team. We show up today, we made some mistakes early on. We reset in the middle of the day and made it happen. And I'm elated right now. I'm just really proud. It's been a rough couple years. You know, we haven't gotten the results that we've worked for, and we put our heads down and got to work on the off season and made some changes. And the team is pushing me out of my comfort zone the last couple years, and I'm getting back to where I know I should be, and obviously where I am. So I'm just extremely grateful. You know, it was a rough year. I'm missing all the fans that are usually here screaming for us, the families that we've watched, you know, grow old here. You know, so just a lot of good positive thoughts right now, and I'm just pumped and grateful for all you watching at home and supporting us through this wild year. And what a run! I mean, it was. Yeah, that thing doesn't have too much more in it, and we went for it. So yeah, I'm just pumped.
I'm so glad for you, and I'm so happy for you. And, you know, today the weather has been so inconsistent, and the temperatures are dropping, and it's getting quite cold. And on such a treacherous track, how did you stay clean out here?
Yeah, it was tough. Like, this was seriously one of the toughest events I've ever run in. And I think you talk to any driver, they'll agree. There's nothing consistent about it. So you're learning as you go. Really grateful to have you know, another teammate, Chelsea, who's been just an incredible addition to our team. And, you know, we're just, you know, in Seattle, I'm looking out for him, he's looking out for me, and we're just, you know, vibing off each other and learning. So that is a huge ticket to something like this, where it's wet and dry and patchy. The other thing is patience. You know, this track only came to us the last 2-3 rounds, and you had to just be patient in the wet spots, or else you were just going to take yourself out. So for me, it was just focus and just staying where I needed to be here. That's because you know, that's the only thing that can take us out. Is at least my personal feeling, and it feels good. I miss you, Abby and Gunnar. I love you guys.
All right, congratulations to Vaughn Gittin Jr., your winner of round 3. Jared?
Thank you so much, Lorette. Congratulations, Vaughn Gittin Jr., Fredric Aasbo, Michael Esso. We'll give out the trophies off camera, but an amazing day. Remember, we do it all again tomorrow. Ryan, your thoughts here at round 3?
Yeah, strong performances today from Vaughn Gittin Jr. That was definitely a throwback to seasons in the past and what we saw in the rivalry that had developed over the years between him and Fredric Aasbo. It's a brand new day tomorrow. All new drivers, all new cars coming back, getting a refresher overnight, and it's not going to be a couple weeks. It's going to be less than 24 hours. Yep. So we saw some carnage, we saw a little bit of rain, but now the championship chase is being thrown in the mix here as drivers have shaken things up. We saw top guys go out early, and tomorrow we will close it out here at Evergreen Speedway. That's
right. So again, we'll see you guys tomorrow for round 4 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Some exciting, awesome highlights. We'll be back here again on behalf of the whole Formula Drift staff, the judges, Ryan Sage and Lorette Nickel. I'm Jared Deenda. We'll see you online. We'll see you another time. Send it, Formula Drift.